Hey everybody, it's Keanu and Kamakana, and we got delivery. We got ourselves the mini pie pans from Pampered Chef. This one looks like this, got 6, and we got the kit, and what it comes with, we got the pie cutters. How cool is this? Okay, look, I'm so excited, as you can tell. So you got the bigger one and the smaller one for the bottom of the pie, and this is for the top. And we're going to go and try and make some mini apple pies. We're going to put some fresh apples. We're going to use our apple core that just came in the fall. And we're going to also add my favorite. I'm always adding the canned apple because it's got a lot of flavor and soft. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we have to make our pie crust. So I had lots of recipes, and I went on Pampered Chef, and they had a recipe for these mini apple pies. Like I said, we have hundreds of recipes, but this recipe just calls for store-bought crust, and I don't have store-bought. I'm not going to store, and I like to make my own from scratch. But if you want to be in a hurry, this would be a great solution for you. All right, so what we're going to do, kind of go get the butter in the refrigerator, please. I went and looked a couple recipes online, and everything's all same, and I've had one that I had for years in my book also, and I want to kind of compare everything, and it's all the same thing. You're going to either use shortening or butter. I like butter. I think butter gives you a more flakier crust. So I'm doing this 2.5 cups of flour. I'll post the link there, but 2.5 cups flour with salt. You're going to put a half a teaspoon of salt, and then you're going to put 1 cup of butter. So remember that one stick of butter is only half a cup. So you're going to need 2 sticks, and it needs to be chilled. And from my high school home ec class, I know that to make the best flakiest crust, you need to have ice water. And we were taught to put a cup with ice in it to make sure it's very cold. So that's what I do. And then this is a pastry cutter. So I'm a Pampered Chef pastry cutter. Or you can use a fork, because you need to cut it. This is not mixing. You need to cut it. You're making like little rice beads. That's how you want your dough to come. So we're going to do that, and this is what we do. So you're going to put in your butter. This got to be cold. We're going to put some of this butter in. Okay. Let's put half our butter. So basically we're putting 1 stick of butter. Then you want to try to do this? You're going to hold the bowl, and then hold that, and then push down and cut. Rock it, yeah, rock your thing. Then this is, we're going to need a half a cup of cold water. So I'm going to use my cold water, and do not ever put all of this at once. Just put a little bit, okay, and then you're going to cut. Can you give me a butter knife so I can get this butter off? So just I'm just chopping it like this. Like a fork works, and the other way was, I was taught in school is that we would have, if you didn't have a fork, old school way. See, I gotta take this off. Let's just show you something. Don't have one of these. Like I said, we used to just get the knife, and we would cut it. Okay, that was one way to do it, and this works really well. Okay, so remember, we're not making a dough. We're just trying to make this, chop all this butter into here with the water. Then this is, if anything, people think baking with bread or yeast is so hard. Actually, to make a very flaky pie crust is way harder than making any bread. I'm going to just tell you, it's because it's very, you have to be careful how you do it. So you're going to cut little beads. Your butter has to be cold. Now, back in the day, we put shortening, and like Crisco, you would use Crisco. That's what we used, was Crisco, and that makes a good buttery, flaky crust. But I like butter, and I really don't like eating anything with shortening anyway. So even though butter may not be the bestest, it's still, to me, the more healthier. So now I'm going to put, if you can see how I did, so I'm going to put the rest of this, kind of, you can try to chop that up together. And I'm going to add a little bit. So see how I'm just adding a little bit water at a time? Go ahead. And sometimes you have to add more or less. And a lot of baking, just because the recipe says something, if it doesn't look right, could be where you live. Like, when I was in Hawaii, I had to change the way I put ingredients. And then here's this. And then when I'm here in Vegas, it's no humidity. So I have to kind of work around, sometimes I have to add a little bit more liquid. It's like people that you see recipes that have, if you're at a higher altitude, it doesn't matter. So just so you know that's what we do. So what we're going to do is I'm going to continue to make this batter into little beads. And I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we cut up our dough like this, so it's kind of crumbly. It's like a little rice. So what we're going to do, you can't take a long time. I'm going to put this all together. See, it's kind of like, it's like, wow, what is that? You didn't get it, but you see, it's got all my little butter chunks. I'm going to push this together like this, okay? And it's going to go together good because it's full of butter, okay? I got 2 sticks of butter in this dough. So what you're going to do is kind of form this together. Then you get a plastic wrap, and you're going to have to chill this because you cannot roll this. It won't roll, okay? If you want a flaky crust, this is the only way unless you buy from the store. So just go and cover this, and we'll stick this in the fridge for like an hour, wait for it to get really chilled, and then in the meantime though, we're gonna go make our filling. Okay, so let me go throw this in the fridge, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and cut, it says that you needed 3 Granny Smith apples. Now I'm going back to the Pampered Chef recipe. Okay, now they said 3 Granny Smith. I don't have Granny Smith, I just have regular red apples that we buy. And I said, no way, 3 apples ain't enough for this. So I went ahead and peeled, another apple, and an extra apple, and they were right. And you know why? This is what I did, because I've never used this pan before. This is the 3 apples. I chopped it up, and I put it in each well to see if that was correct amount of apples I needed. But I had cut an extra one, and I just kind of want to show you. I used our apple core, which I love. Look at how cool this is. This is new this fall. I love this thing. But look, so normally we would just cut our apples like this, right? You're going to cut it like in these, cut it in half, and you have this. That ain't going to cut it. So that's a small little mini tin. So just remember, when you do that, you need to cut these like in half again so that they'll fit nicely in your tin. So I would personally, I can still put a little bit more apples in this because I had a small apple, but then that's it. So I actually used 2.5 of the regular apples. Okay. Oh, yummy. Okay. Now it says that we have to put a half a lemon. So let's throw this all into a bowl. Let's throw our apples into a bowl. My crust is not ready because I have it chilling. So we're just going to make this and let this kind of get nice and soft with the flavor. So we have our apples in a bowl. And we're going to this is a half a lemon, but man, these are humongous. So I don't know if I will do the whole lemon because I don't want my pie to taste like a lemon. So this just so that it won't turn brown so easily. So just put some lemon, stir it out so it won't change colors. Then, basically, apple pie is just brown sugar. You can use light or dark brown sugar. It's up to you. I have this one's like a medium, and this is what's going to go in it. It all works. And if actually, I'm going to tell you, if not, you could use regular plain granulated white sugar. It will work because I have done it. You just don't get as much caramelly on it, but it works. So we put about 3 tablespoons. This kind of stuff I don't measure because I like a lot of sugar and I like a lot of cinnamon. So you put what you think is going to work for you. So you just mix this up. Okay. Well, that looks good, but and you gotta be careful if you do put too much sugar. Sugar will kind of liquefy, and then it'll be too wet, your dough. Also, I was going to use this canned one, and this one would have been ready to go. I could have just scooped it out of here, stuck it in that pan, and be done with the instant buy the pie crust from the grocery store. But I think I'm going to save that for later. And then it says that you can put a little bit of flour. So just sprinkle a little bit on here just to make it a little thickening. Because remember, when those apples start to cook, it will get kind of watery. So, it's almost like a apple roux, like what you make for like jambalaya, gumbo. It's a like your roux. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit, and I'll be back, and we're gonna go get the pie crust out, roll it out, and then put our thing in the oven, and we'll see how this all turns out. Okay, so I'm back with my dough, and I'm gonna take half of my dough here. It's been it is a little less than an hour. I don't have patience. Like get this in the thing. Well, let's see. What patience will do for me. All right. Actually, we're going to use this. Yeah, we use the bottom one. Okay. Okay, we're going to roll our dough out. Oh, let me get this. See, let's put some flour on my thing. Put some flour here. And remember, it's full of butter. And it's good you see this. You got to see what happens. What do you do when something happens to you, right? Well, how do you fix it? What is my solution? We all have to figure out what's our solution. Okay, wow, this is going to be some flaky dough. Okay, because that's a lot of butter in this dough. Okay. Okay. Let's squish this out. Okay, let's try this. Now we're going to take the big cutter, and we're going to put this big cutter here, and here, and here. I'm going to lift it up. This is really buttery. Okay, we're going to lift it up here, and we're going to put this in here, and oh, this is like oh, that's nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go fill up all the rest of these, and then oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. All right, put this here. This is like French pastries. Okay, all right. I'll be back, and we're gonna finish rolling all these out, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, got all my pie pan dough bottom crust in already. So what we're going to do is, now remember I got the apples. So it's getting kind of juicy in here. See, a little bit. So now we're going to fill each of these cups up with our apples. Okay, and then after we do this, we're going to put the crust on. Okay, now I did all the other ones. So now remember when you're making apple pie, it'll look really full because it will collapse down. So all I did was just take this and put it on top of this top one. And you know how it has these little like scallops here? So you're just going to put it here, and you press into the scallops because your bottom dough is on the scallops, and you're just going to press it down into the scallops. So it's kind of very no-brainer. Okay, and then I'm using a fork. That's the best to me. But if I was making a big pie, I would probably make more slices. Or you can get your knife and make a slice. And these have an air vent. Okay, I went and got some butter. You can do a egg white wash if you want. I'm just putting a little bit of butter on top. And then I had some raw sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle some raw sugar on these. I'm going to bake it at 350. I think I'm going to start at 20-25 minutes, and then we'll see from there. Here it is, ready for the oven. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the apple, little mini apple pies to be done. They're in the oven. I'm going to show you this really cool thing I just got. It's a Pampered Chef's whipped cream maker. Oh my gosh. So basic. Okay, but watch this, okay? So all it is, this, okay? You're just going to get the heavy whipping cream. So to put that in there, you can put whatever you want. And you put as much as you want. Okay, I'm going to put this much. It's only the second time I'm trying this, okay? You can put powdered sugar if you want it to make it sweet. So put some powdered sugar. And then I put some vanilla. Okay, maybe if you got the white vanilla, then you won't see that, won't change the color. You can put cinnamon, whatever you want in here, okay? You need, the secret ingredient is this, and you need some kind of sugar because it won't have no flavor. You just put this on, do this, and just do this. Getting hard already. Let's see. This turned to whipped cream already? Holy cow. Probably could have stopped a while ago. This is like my favorite thing. I love whipped cream. And I just got this and I was storing it in my fridge with this lid on. And then I realized, oops, I got messy here. Look guys, look at this. Look at this whipped cream. You saw how quick that was? Oh, let me taste it. I was storing it in my fridge with this thing on it, and then after I went to go wash it, I saw on the bottom it has this. It has this lid. Well, I made a mess, but anyway, it has a lid. I'm like, what? Baboos. See, look, and then you can just store your whipped cream. So this is getting ready for my apple pies. All right. Okay, everyone, I'm back. And look, I got my apple pies here. I took one out. They just came out of the oven, so they're very hot. And see this one? I got this. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Very nice. See underneath? All right. Now, I got my whipped cream that we made earlier. I had it in the fridge. All right, let's cut this pie. It's really hot, so, you know, like anything, you have to let it cool down a little. But I just want to show you. Okay. And then let me come up closer. Got our apple pies, the little apple pies. Oh, they're so cute. What cute desserts are. You can make all kinds of stuff. And I put our fancy whipped cream that we made, homemade. Everything is homemade. Personally, I need another one of these pans because if I'm going to do all this work, I need to be able to make more than 6. So, guess I'll be ordering another pan. Anyway, guys, I hope you like it. The mini pie pan with the whipped cream maker. I'm making a homemade apple pie, and I hope you learn how to do the crust. Let's taste it. Oh my God, so buttery, and flaky. I wish you could smell this. Let's put this in the whipped cream. All right. Aloha, everybody. Have a wonderful day. This is Keanu. Bye.